mind.
That was some good Abathur play from RAVE that game too, though. Let's not forget.
All right, they will have first ban. This is the map pick of Mighty, and they will first ban Abathur. I think this is a good call.
Yeah. I mean, obviously Mighty really knows how to use Abathur. They're super comfortable with him. To take him out is a smart move, and Illidan, of course, banned here for Mighty.
I think a Thrall first pick is good here. I don't think you want to try to go Vala this high up. Wow. Li Ming, I did not expect that.
No, this is like a Hero League game right now with that.
Oh my god, I'm like the new Hearthstone emote.
Wow. Incredible.
By the holy light.
That's the best one.
All right, Mighty. Thrall and Murden, I think, best options here.
Yeah, I definitely would agree with you there. They actually pick up Greymane. Obviously, NMX is a fantastic Greymane. Greymane is still a very strong hero, and on this map, he kills those Immortals quicker than almost anybody.
Well, this probably means Uther ETC's passive Rockstar going to actually grant so much attack speed. You take Zeratul instead. So a lot of roaming potential, a lot of vision. This draft going really different on both sides than I expected.
Yeah, that's kind of a cool Zeratul pickup there. As for bans, since they already have Murden, taking out that ETC is pretty obvious, and they do it right away.
Now, I think part of the reason why we see Greymane picked here is to take it away from NMX. And I think he might, be playing Li Ming this game. We saw him play some good Li Ming in the past. It's actually hard to say with two flex players in both these teams who's going to play what. Like, there's a Thrall ban going down, so that makes it more likely that we'll actually see Pong on Greymane, I think. But it's like really hard to say because Greymane's considered to be like a ranged assassin, but he's also quite the melee hero as well.
Yeah. I think that nowadays in Korea we're mostly seeing on range, so I think they're going to pick up another hero for him. I'm not sure exactly which one though. I would love to see a Vala though.
Sonya still fits the bill here for Mighty as well if they want to bring her in, and that could be what hero Pong ends up playing. Also Butcher, I mean, they lost Uther early on. Butcher's still something that we could see on this map, but they are going to take Sonya instead, so that solves the question.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be for Pong, and a good pick, obviously. She wails down on those Immortals very, very well.
This means Vala's probably off the table, I'd say.
I think they do need another range damage.
The question is, who's going to play what if this happens? Like, this is a map where Kong could play Sonya, I guess. Like, that would be kind of weird. I feel like that's more of a...
I think Dudu would go on Vala and Pong would go on to Sonya, right?
Yeah, I'm saying Kong. Who's Kong going to play? I know that Kong and Pong, I like even confused myself when I was saying that. Not sure. Like,
well, I mean, I think probably Greymane.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Yeah. Let's see how they build this out. Because if Valda gets picked here, it's a great choice, and it leaves them, of course, support as the last hero.
Well, yeah. If they pick Vala, then they have initiative like almost no matter what, and it's Sylvanas. Okay.
I think when you look at the roles of this team,
yeah, Kong is like a specialist player. You are right about that.
Exactly. So I think that Sylvanas comes out. There's some players that are specialists. They're the flex players. They play almost only specialists. Like Wu Jie comes to mind from Team Hero. I'm like, this is the type of player that Kong is. Sergeant Hammer with Stitches. You're on match point. You're bringing out the hammer. This is some Hero League stuff we're watching here. With Stitches as well. It's like, I'm going to sit in the corner, guys. It's really good strategy. I'm going to sit in the corner.
I can defend the Immortal and attack the Immortal.
Yeah.
I'm so good.
Well, Rhaegar is going to be the obvious choice here for the support. Wow. I don't know about this hammer pick. We'll see. Great AD, and...
And like, I mean, Hammer can be pretty good defense against like Sylvanas, for instance, hitting her from so far away when she's trying to lock down your towers and stuff. So, kind of interesting. But if Greymane jumps on you, are you not dead?
You are dead.
Oh, okay. I was just checking on that.
I'm like, you put a question mark at the sentence of that, at that sentence.
I was double checking with you. I didn't want to say something dumb. So, like, Greymane does kill you. So, but we'll see here. I love it that they've actually picked up a Greymane here. I mean, not a Greymane, a Sergeant Hammer.
We haven't seen it in Asia since the finals, where EDG
Stitches wrecked it.
Yeah, they brought Stitches with it this time. So this is a really unique composition. We'll talk more about it when we get in the game. But who won the draft for you?
Oh, God. Well, we're about to start the game. I will let you know as soon as we get in there, because it is map number 4, Battlefield of Eternity.
In blue, it is Team Mighty. Coming out, Pong is on Sonya, Dudu on Greymane, Kong on Sylvanas, Dang on Rhaegar, and Jogger again on Muradin.
All right, their opponents over in the red, trying to stay alive here. Hidden on Stitches, Hamlin on Zeratul, Jfeel on Uther, NMX on Li Ming, and Gilduck on Sergeant Hammer. It is RAVE HOTS. Okay, so, I mean, the poke here of RAVE HOTS is pretty crazy. And then they also have hooks for the late game and Void Prison. So they have given themselves like a lot of opportunities to possibly win this. But as far as the draft goes, I do like Mighty slightly more.
We just see a big push for Mighty early game here on these towers, and they're actually going to trade that as Gilduck on Sergeant Hammer, one of the most powerful, if not the most powerful pusher in the game if supported, just simply because of the damage to structures and the attack speed and range at which you can actually poke them down.
I mean, I guess they are going to rotate up. Probably a good idea, because if they don't, then this fort will fall. Like, Sylvanas knows no ends. If you don't have enough heroes there to stop her, it's gone. Like,
Sergeant Hammer can out-damage Sylvanas, but the fact that the turret doesn't fire means minion waves start coming, you got 5 people on it, and you never have to worry about a thing, so.
No, totally. And just nothing gets cleaned up ever, basically, so
more
and more damage.
You know, pretty much straight even trade.
Pretty even right now. But yeah, so are you preferring Mighty's draft here?
Yeah, I have to. I think that Sergeant Hammer is a big liability.
Yeah, well, we'll see if she pays off here. A lot of damage going down on a Jfeel. Dudu getting blown up at the same time. Hamlin will be able to blink out.
Yep. And they looked for maybe a big Stormbolt there. That hook was amazing right there.
Yeah, maybe not exactly who they wanted. Oh, they missed everything on a Joker there.
And now they're running like in the wrong way. Luckily for them, Hamlin is cloaked. Otherwise, that would have been a dead Zeratul for sure. Pong is actually looking around for him right now. I don't know. Like, when we look at this comp, obviously the hooks really have to be on point every time, and that was a great hook, but there wasn't enough follow-up.
Standing within that stun sphere, and they do jump onto Gilduck. Gilduck taking a lot of damage, barely gets out of here. In the meantime, Hayden will be blown up.
Yeah, it's like he escapes it, but at what cost? You know, he gets out, but someone has to die, and that's Hayden.
See, that's a very good point, Wolf, because they have such a good poke comp with the fact that they have Li Ming and Sergeant Hammer. That's some of the biggest range damage that you can really get from huge range. But when your opponents dive on you, people are going to die.
It's better for Hidden to die than for Sergeant Hammer to die in this case, because Stitches can't do the amount of damage that a Hammer can, and Stitches is already back. And look, they kind of like almost turn that around there. They lose it anyways, and it's about a 5k shield differential here, but it's like, how does Stitches fit into this composition? Who are they going to hook, and what are they going to get from it? The only one you can hook and get a kill from is probably going to be Sylvanas. Even Greymane can run away off the time. So, and Sylvanas can too, depending on the situation.
Yeah, it's like late game, you can kind of just like throw out hooks when everyone has so much damage that if you land one, they just die. Maybe that's part of the consideration here.
Oh, man,
or maybe they took him for Gorge.
It's possible, I suppose.
Greymane jumps in, you gorge him, you win the fight, I guess? I don't know.
I forgot which team did this recently. It might have been MVP Black. It was MVP Black, or maybe OMG was doing a little bit of that in the China League the other day. So, I mean, it's definitely viable. We do see it sometimes. You can turn games around with it, absolutely.
By the way, look at the strength of this push that just came out right there. Killing that fort immediately. Hamlin waiting there in the bushes.
Playing with fire. If they saw him, he's a dead man. One Stormbolt and it's all over.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's easier to hide and stand still than to move, but it was risky. And he was basically just like, ha, didn't see me with that little slash there.
Some Sun Tzu stuff right there, hiding in plain sight, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess he's invisible, too. Sun Tzu didn't have that going on.
Well, as you guys can see, 3 kills to 1. Mighty is in the lead. They do have Sylvanas, so they have stronger pushes in moments like this. And they're nearly going to get a fort here. If they get it, they get 7. Even if they don't get it, the Goatmen allow them to push back here. Gilduck will have to retreat.
Yeah, Gilduck's doing some good damage and stuff, but it just doesn't seem quite as impactful yet. As we move forward, though, Sergeant Hammer's damage late game can get completely out of control.
Yeah. I don't think we're going to see the cheese with Blunt Force Gun. This game's probably not going to last that long, so I think we're probably going to see Napalm Strikes just for that extra damage. Yeah. And all the auto attacks she can put on.
I would definitely agree with you on that. I'd be pretty surprised if we went Blunt Force Gun here. I'm always surprised when people go Blunt Force Gun, though, to be honest.
I mean, after I played exclusively on the Korean server, after the finals, I saw a ton of Blunt Force Gun on Dragonshire, because we were like, EDG hype, you started Harry Potter a while ago, you know, but not as good at pro play. It was a cheese strat we saw. It didn't even work in the finals because the Stitches hooks
Yeah, it's
were
always
so good.
funny when people start using things that don't work, like remember the Earthquake Bloodlust combo?
Yeah.
And then everyone was using that for 2 days. I'm like, guys, I mean, it didn't work, and it's not working now, and you're costing me points.
All right, notice the positioning here. Joker is going to go over and threaten. And the big question is, where is Gilduck? Okay, he's on the side. Still a win here for Mighty.
Yeah, they're doing a very good job. That Joker poking in really, really helped out. And the fact that Hamlin was kind of off in the middle of nowhere doing nothing definitely hurt as well. And look at this. They're going up to defend, but they're a little bit slow to get there.
Such a weird comp to defend with. Gilduck gets stunned as well by the Storm Bolt, and they're going to take massive damage here. This is like a big, big shield Immortal coming out, like easily 14K. They're not even going to pick up a kill here, I would say.
No, I don't think they'll get anyone. Not quite.
Look at
They
Joker's
do push them
positioning.
off, but yeah, this is, you said it well, kind of a weird composition to defend with. Like, it feels like they should be the ones attacking, but I guess that is not how they're going to go about it right now.
All they have to do is get a few more hits off on this. Look at this. Dudu going to come up, just auto a few times, and that's going to be the win here on the Immortal. And the team fight that ensues is actually in Mighty's favor as well, and Rave has to back off. To be totally honest, and I hate saying this at 6:45, I just feel like this is almost an impossible game to win for Rave HOTS with their comp. Like, they're not making it work. They're making it look like a mistake.
They are a full level down right now, and we're approaching 10. This is a really big deal. They're going to have 10 up at the gate to the keep this early in the game. We're 7 minutes into the game, Wolf, and look at how far they've already pushed.
2 levels of scaling ahead as well. I mean, the heroics are obviously massive as well, but this is a ton of shields. I mean, this actually with Sylvanas, I would not be surprised if this is a keep. This absolutely could be.
They absolutely can keep this.
I think they will. I mean, look, the shields are still up.
It's pretty crazy. Well, the keeps aren't doing any damage. The towers aren't doing any damage. Sergeant Hammer is sitting back, starting to put some on, but the keep is going to fall so quickly.
Very little damage done with Sergeant Hammer. And oh my god, down you go, Stitches. Hit it in bad position there. And
they got to be careful. They lose a couple more heroes and the game is going to end.
I think the game may end no matter what. Like, look at Gilduck. He's in such a risky position. He can't do any damage, and they don't have their heroics.
Oh my
and they're just going to go for the core here, and I think they're going to get it. Look at Joker.
You are right about that, and this is going to be it. That is a 7-minute, 58-second